Okay, so as promised, let us continue our discussion, okay, virtually on the topics bioethics. So, bioethics as theories, definitions, dimensions, and health disease. So, ang pinaka pino-point out lang naman natin kanina, 'di ba, ang bioethics as theories, okay, pwede siyang ma-define according to theories, according to definition, according to its importance in the health disease, ganyan. And the definitions were written now in your handouts. Okay? But if you're going to read those things, okay, bioethics, okay, refers to the application of ethical principles. Okay, a principle is a guiding rule or belief, okay, that enables you to live or act. Okay, and philosophical theories. And when we say philosophical theories, okay, it is with the love of wisdom. Because if we are going to divide the word philosophy, philos and sophia, alright, it is the loving of wisdom. We are a wisdom lover. Okay, nakuha po. So, yung application daw ng ethics, okay, ang bioethics, it refers to the application of the ethical rule, okay, or guiding rule and loving wisdom, okay, to question, okay, the dilemmas in medicine, healthcare, and biological sciences. Okay, so sabi ko kanina ang mnemonic ko, dilemma. Okay, because someone approached me about was it correct, okay, dilemma ba o talagang dilemma. And it's a good thing to share to you that yung dilemma kasi na binanggit ko kanina ay isang old English, okay, used, okay, in the previous centuries. Okay, kaya dilemma. Kaya yun, doon ko nakuha yung mnemonic na dilemma is walang araw. Okay? But actually, in today's period, dilemma. Okay? Actually, it's a good thing also for me because I have researched the difference between the two. And dilemma, okay, was also, okay, used by the old teachers, no, during the 2000s, ganyan. Tapos ngayon, yung dilemma, ito na yung bago. Okay? New English. Pero syempre, ano po ba ang susundin natin? Of course, itong bago. Dilemma. Well, ang word ay nag-evolve po. Ang word ay nagbabago din po. Okay? But regardless, dilemma or dilemma, okay, ang correct dyan ay dilemma, which is in your screen. Okay? Yan na po ang susundin. Okay? Am I making myself clear? But, kung gusto nyo lang maalala, okay, syempre, pwede nyo i-absorb yung dilemma. Okay? But you pronounce it as dilemma. Okay? But the main idea of dilemma is, yun example ko kanina, parang gagawa ka ng tama pero mali ka, pagkatapos mali ka, okay, para or maging tama ka. Because ang definition niyan is, it's like being in a tug of war na kung saan may two consequences doon sa gagawin mong choices. Lahat tayo may choice, lahat tayo may free will. But once you decide, okay, may two consequences yan. Ang consequence na yon can be perceived as good or bad by the other group, or it can be perceived as, okay, worse, okay, or beneficial to the other group. Parang ganun yun eh. Kaya nga later on, I will explain in the future topics natin how human acts. At bakit ito yung reality natin? At bilang mga tao, regardless whether you are professional, student, in uniform, okay, or an office personnel, we always have a choice. At ang choice, isang beses lang yan gamitin. Pag may choice ka, gawin mo, okay, and there is always a consequence. Hindi po pwede yung pipili ka na, pagkatapos tatakasan mo yung consequence and then pupunta ka sa isa, 'di ba? That is the difficulty. That's what makes humans complex. Okay? Kaya complex po ang isang tao. Regardless kung beneficial ba yan sa'yo o hindi, kung ikaw ba dyan ay mahihirapan o hindi, panindigan mo ang choice mo. Okay? Now, in medicine, in healthcare, and biological sciences, parang ganun din po yan. Okay? And this is based on the theories and the ideas that we are studying right now. Gaya ng mga example ko kanina, di ba? Karapat dapat ka bang pumasa? Okay? O kaya naman ay karapat dapat ka bang magtrabaho dito or doon? Ganun po, no? Dapat ko bang i-positive o sa laboratory perspective naman, yung LDL niya mataas, dapat ko bang i-whole number to? Ganon. O kaya naman sa urinalysis, iti-TNTC ko ba to or many cells lang? Parang ganun po siya. Okay? Basta tandaan natin, as future medtechs, pag tayo ay nag-diagnose, sorry. We are, okay, aid in the diagnosis, okay? Just to correct my word, we aid in the diagnosis basta kung ano yung result na nakita ni doktor, it is what it is. Ikaw ang nagbigay kay doktor. Okay? So sabi niya, it provides a structured way of reasoning about what is right or wrong, just or unjust, and ethical or unethical in biological and medical context. You will reflect on this and you will realize this once you become professional na. Lalo pag fresh grad kayo, ang tips ko lang, try to mingle or try to approach your seniors and those 2 years, okay, in the workplace. Tapos pag pumasok ka sa isang hospital man or RHU, you try to weigh, okay, on the circumstances. Ano ang sabi ni senior? Ano ang sabi ng 2 year pa lang sa profession? Ganon. Kasi meron talagang mga way of reasoning ang both. Okay? Pero kasi ang ipo-point out ko lang sa inyo bilang mga future medtech, syempre sa hinaharap po, ikaw at ikaw pa rin ang pipili. Ikaw at ikaw pa rin ang magde-decide. Kaya regardless, no, kung ikaw kung susundin mo ba yung 2 year in profession o kaya naman yung senior mo, at least they gave you pieces of advice, but ikaw pa rin at ikaw ang accountable, ang responsible, okay, ang magde-decide dyan. Nakuha? Kunwari sa urinalysis nga, o nakita mo sobrang dami yung cells niya, sabi ni senior, TNTC na yan. Sabi naman ng 2 year profession, many. Anong pipiliin mo na i-report doon mismo sa laboratory? Many or TNTC? Okay, it's up to you to decide. Nakuha? Ganun po siya. Okay, so dami-dami kong sinabi, but eto po yung mga ethical terms, no, na pwede po nating ito i-memorize, i-comprehend, 'di ba? Malay natin pagdating po ng pagsusulit, maibigay ko tong mga to. Okay, what is deontology? Deontology follow the moral rules regardless of the outcome. Okay? The ethics of duty, the ethics of job, okay, is termed as deontology. Okay? It is right to follow the moral rules regardless of the outcome. Second, we have the utilitarianism. Okay, it is defined as the maximize, okay, overall happiness or benefit. Okay, so I believe this ethical term is always applied in medtech laws because your professor, okay, always give happiness or benefit sa inyo. Tama po ba? Lalo na kapag sinabi nating happy day. Pag sinabi nating magki-quiz. Okay? It's happiness. It's benefits. So, it's beneficial to you guys having that quiz. Okay? Next, virtue ethics. It acts as a good, okay, moral person. Okay? Next, the principalism, which expresses autonomy, beneficence, non-maleficence, and justice. And lastly, the ethics of care points about the empathy. Okay, bigyan ko kayo ng example. Empathy. Kunwari may bata na dengue siya, sabi ng senior mo, kuhanan mo siya ng dugo. Tapos yung bata, okay, kinukuhanan mo ng dugo. Nasasaktan siya. Ow! Ow! Di ba? Mama! Ikaw ba na medtech? Gagawin mo pa rin? Yes. Gagawin mo. Because, nandun na po yung awa. Nandun na po yung empathy. Nakikita natin, naririnig natin na yung bata umiiyak. But, we need to execute, okay, the right thing. Kumuha ka ng dugo. Kasi lalo pag ganun pa sa dengue cases, alam mo yung dengue cases na yan, when I was an intern and also work in the RHU, may mga ganyan akong moments na lagi na lang natin sinasabi na temporary lang po ito, parang kagat lang po itong ng langgam, 'di ba? Yan yung lagi natin sinasabi at yan din yung tinuturo sa atin. Okay? Kasi ang bawat tao meron silang different, okay, levels of pain tolerance. Pero lagi lang natin sinasabi, parang kagat lang yan ng langgam, okay? O kaya parang kagat lang ng lamok, 'di ba? Lamok. Okay? Pero 'di ba? Ito sana ma-realize ninyo, pag ganoon yung situation natin, okay? Dapat medtech tiisin mo na makita yung batang umiiyak, saktan yung batang umiiyak temporarily. Because ikaw lang din ang mapapahamak. Okay? Kung paiiralin mo, sasabihin mo sa senior mo, sasabihin mo doon sa magulang, sasabihin mo doon sa ka-work mo in the future, hindi ko siya kinuha ng dugo kasi naaawa ako. Okay? Hindi ko siya kinuha ng dugo kasi naaawa ako. Nakuha ninyo? Though, ang empathy ay part ng ethical care. Pero actually, syempre, mas kaawa-awa at mas kawawa yung bata kapag halimbawang hindi mo siya binigyan ng result at hindi mo siya kinuhanan ng dugo. Okay? So, andun, yung deontology. Okay? Nandun din yung principalism. Okay? Kaya nga, sinabi ko nga, itong part ng ethics na to ay more on practical, okay, para sa ating lahat. Okay? Okay. Yung ating ethics, no, ay nakabase po yan sa apat na core. Ito po yung mga definisyon. First one is the autonomy, which means respect for a person's right to decide. Okay? Saan ba natin pwede itong apply? Halimbawa, pagka meron kayong kamag-anak, okay, or kakilala, or mga kakilala ng kaibigan nyo, diba? Merong autonomy lagi. Respect for a person's right to decide. Kayo ba magpapa-opera na o hindi pa? Oh, yun yung mga ganun. Papa-opera ba natin to o hindi pa? Oh, autonomy. Next, beneficence. Beneficence means doing good in the context of the medical healthcare. Okay. Pangatlo, non-maleficence, avoiding harm. Okay. You avoid harm. And pang-apat, justice. Justice means fairness in care and resource distribution. So, etong mga ito ay na-apply po natin. Okay. Nagagawa natin pero baka hindi lang natin alam yung term. May mga moments kasi tayong ganun na sinasabi natin ganito yung rule, okay, pero hindi natin alam yung term. Kasi yung non-maleficence bilang mga medtech, yan dapat yung kauna-unahan na ginagawa natin when we extract blood. Tama po ba? When we extract blood, kailangan non-maleficence yan. We avoid harm. Okay? We avoid harm. Paano pagka halimbawa ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend mo ang nagpakuha ng dugo sa'yo? What are you going to do? Diba? What are you going to do? Baka i-violate mo yung non-maleficence. Ikaw sinaktan mo ako. Ngayon, tikman mo ang hagupit ko. Baka ganyan yung isip ninyo. O kaya naman dumating sa punto when you become a future medtechs, okay? Dinuduro-duro ka, minumura-mura ka ng pasyente, di ba? Ano ba naman yan? Okay? Nakadaming tusok ka na sa akin. O kaya naman yung parents, di ba? ng iyong kinukuhanan. Okay? Di ka pa naawa sa anak ko, tignan mo, bakit mo pinaglalaban yung kanyang yung kanyang ugat. Ang dami ng pasa ng anak ko. Okay? Medtech ka ba? Mga ganon na moments. Minsan kasi pag alam nilang bago yung mukha mo, oy, bagong itsura to, pwede ka rin nilang ibuli. Would you still violate? Or would you apply non-maleficence? Diba? Actually, etong mga yon ay nilalagay ko lang kayo sa scenario, sa situation, so that ma-assess ninyo, ma-weigh ninyo kung ano talaga ang dapat gawin. Well, sabi ko nga, mga estudyante kayo, may isip na rin kayo, okay? May ethics din kayo. Gusto ko lang naman i-share yung mga ganong moments. Okay? Para mapag-decidean ninyo. Alright? Next, justice. Fairness in care. Okay? Justice, ako. Ano yan? Kasamahan ko yan, Justice League. Okay? O kaya naman, Justice Gang. Well, kidding aside, no? Pag sinabi natin justice, ang goal lang natin lagi, fairness. Okay? Ito ba ay applicable pa rin ngayon? As a student, do you think na-a-apply nyo ba ang justice, ang fairness pagdating sa quiz and exam? We always love, we desire always justice. We want fairness. But when was the last time we assessed ourselves, no? Na-promote ko na ba to sa sarili ko? Ito ba'y nagawa ko na? Ito ba'y naiparamdam ko na? Are you getting my point, guys? Love na love natin ang justice. Love na love natin ang fairness. Lalo na sa current situation, current status ng Philippines. It's a major problem. Pero yung minor problem kaya? Okay? Si Sir Clyde nagpa-quiz ng identification. Gusto natin ng fairness. Gusto natin ng justice. Pero dahil hindi ka nakapag-review, nahirapan ka sa quiz ni Sir Clyde, okay, kaya mo bang i-apply ang justice? Okay, by the way, I am um, relating it into the student ethics. And as you can see, these four principles, okay, are in one circle, okay, and pag ang isa ay na-execute, mayroong domino effect yan. We want justice by, okay, we want justice, we want fairness. That means we promote also non-maleficence. Kasi kapag ikaw, halimbawa, nangopya ka, you're a harm to the other classmate. Harm ka. Correct? Okay? Isa kang hazard sa klase. Walang masasaktan. Okay? Pakisabi sa katabi mo, okay lang yan. Pakisabi rin sa katabi mo, magbago ka na, insan. Diba, insan? Okay? Imemekos natin yan, insan. Now, ganyan din po yung application, okay, natin pagdating sa professional. Pag naging professional na tayo. Alright? Okay. Uy, Shopee. Okay, so let's proceed to the other ethical components. Ayan, no? First one is rules. What are rules? These are set of laws. Take note, ha? Set of laws, batas, or orders that may penalize wrongdoing. In short, if you violated rules, okay, merong consequence. Deserve mo yan, insan. Okay? Halimbawa, no cheating during exams. When I say no cheating, when we say no cheating, if you cheated, then you violated my rules, my laws, okay, my orders. Therefore, you should be penalized. Okay? Take note, the problem here, okay, the problem here is that ang nakakalungkot, no? Ang nakakalungkot ay pinipenalize namin kayo for you to become disciplined, or for you to be disciplined, and also pinipenalize namin kayo for you to reflect. Because the purpose of penalizing you, zero ka, that is for you to learn. Okay? Para hindi ka na umulit. But the problem is, pwede kang hindi umulit sa akin, pero gagawin mo ulit sa ibang klase. Are you getting my point? You are just pleasing. You are just limiting it on my subject. Pero ang problem kasi, pag medtech loss hindi ka nag-cheat, pero sa ibang subject nag-cheat ka, walang pagbabago, walang nangyari. Okay? Dapat matuto tayo sa isang subject natin. Okay? Na kapag tayo na-penalize sa isang subject natin, dapat lifetime na yan. Okay? Kasi we always question, okay, which is better, yung magkaroon ka, na-follow mo nga yung rules, wala ka namang integrity, or may integrity ka, di ba, tapos na-follow mo pa yung rules. Kasi ang reality ngayon, ang nangyayari, integrity ang wala. Okay? Integrity ang wala. Ngayon, teknologiya na tayo, di ba? Teknologiya. More on teknologiya tayo ngayon. Correct? Pwede nating AI, o nagbigay si sir ng ganito, o AI lang, andyan na lahat, provided na lahat. Tapos gagamitin natin yon, okay, para okay, ma-accomplish natin, para makapag-comply tayo. Correct? Pero minsan walang integrity doon. Kasi pag sinabi essay, pero isa-search pa rin natin siya. I mean, are you getting my point, guys? Na simple lang itong mga ina-example ko, pero gusto ko lang kasi makapag-reflect kayo. Gusto ko lang sana na at the end of the day, eh, at least, mag-reflect tayo, makita natin na if we are doing wrong ba or we are just still in the right track. Okay? Yun lang. Yun lang po sana yung purpose. Kaya nga ang policy natin dito, pag nag-cheat ka, 0. Okay? Pag nag-cheat ka, ano na ulit, babay na. 'Di ba? Bakit ganun? Okay? Kasi minsan, class, the problem is nagiging standard ng cheating. Natotolerate na po ang cheating. Due to the fact that when we penalize you, or some of you, not you, when we penalize you, ang nangyayari, sakit nakem. Correct. Tampururot. Correct. Diba? That is always an experience. But you are being molded and equipped here in school, no? Para mag-grow at matuto. Huwag nyo sabihin kayo lang. Pag naging professionals kayo, matututo pa rin kayo. Ako, I am not excused. I'm still learning. We are all in a learning process. We are all in a learning progress. Okay? We are work in progress. Nobody's perfect. Hindi tayo perfecto. Kasi kung perfect ka, dapat hindi ka nakikinig sa akin ngayon. Ha? Sinasabi ko sa'yo, kung perfect ka, kung alam mo na perfect ka, huwag kang makinig sa akin ngayon kasi imperfect akong tao. Baka mahawa ka pa sa imperfection ko. Correct? Yan. Kung perfect ka, huwag kang makinig. Okay? Pero kung alam mong imperfect ka rin, okay, maging imperfect ka rin. Okay? Yun lang. Gusto ko lang i-point out. So, we are all working in progress. Okay? And then, next, standards. What do we mean by standards? Standards, an example of standard is set by an individual. Okay, there are 3 types of standards. We have the academic standards. As example to as examples. When we say academic standards, students must maintain at least an 85% of the average. Okay, 85% of the average. Ito, kayo yan, mga estudyante. Or halimbawa, ang academic standard, syempre, yung standard mo sa academe. Behavioral standard, ito, dapat attitude natin tong lahat. Always show respect to teachers and classmates. Okay? So, as a student, magpakita tayo ng respeto sa teachers natin. Okay? Hindi natin sila dapat binabackstab. Tama po ba? O, magre-real talk ako ngayon. Okay? Diba? Minsan, we hate our teachers because binagsak tayo. Okay? We hate our teachers dahil masyado siyang mahirap magpa-quiz. Okay? Mahirap siyang magpa-exam. But I want you, okay, as my students in Medticlos, syempre ayaw natin yung ganun. Ayaw ko rin na ituro sa inyo ang ganun. At hindi dapat natin itinuturo yon. Gusto ko lang i-point out na ang pagpapahirap namin sa inyo ay hindi parusa. Ang pagpapahirap namin sa inyo ay hindi para iparana sa inyo yung impyerno. Ang pagpapahirap na yun sa inyo ay para ma-stimulate yung mga critical thinkings ninyo. Actually, ako nga nagigilty ako kasi parang hindi ko kayo napapahirapan. Nagigilty ako kasi parang ang dali-dali na lang yung mga quiz ko, 'di ba guys? Okay, 'di ba? Napakadali kaya ng mga quiz ko sa inyo. Feeling nyo lang pinapahirapan ko kayo. Pero actually, 'di ba, puro pasado naman kayo. Okay? Pero sana regardless of the of what happens, regardless of the way the teacher conducts the quiz or exam, it should be, okay, we must show respect. And also sa classmates natin, 'di ba? We have moral failures. We have moral mistakes. Cheater yan. Yan yung nag-cheat. Nahuli natin yan, nag-cheat nun. Okay? Dapat mo ba siyang i-treat na cheater na forever? Take note, ang tao nagbabago. Ang estudyante nagbabago. Okay? Ang mga failures, ang mga mistakes natin ay temporal lang yan. Okay? It will serve as memory in the future, guys. Okay? Na tatawanan mo na lang. May mga problema tayo ngayon na sobrang sakit. May mga problema tayo ngayon na ikinakahiya natin, pero time will come, tatawanan mo na lang. And then, you will reflect. Good thing, that mistake, that problem happened and help me grow, help me equip to become the person I am now. Diba? Next, professional standard. Okay. Yung ito, medical related, pero kung hindi ninyo ma-relate yung example na nandyan, syempre, yung sinabi ko kanina, para mag-gets natin, yung standard natin ngayon, okay, 74.99 is equal to 75. Pag 74.99, i-convert mo ng 75. Pero para pag 74.98, 74.93, di ba? Okay. 70. At pag 70 yan, syempre, di ba, alam naman natin yan sa orientation, na-present na naman ulit, inuulit-ulit ko lang, pag 74.90 and below, or 99 and below, 70. Kaya wag kang magtaka, bakit 70 ako? 74.90 naman ako. Di ba? Professional standard. Correct? Principles. Yan. When we say principles, okay, di ba ito yung head ng mga teachers? Okay, principle. Anyway, principles are guiding rule or belief that helps you live and act ethically. Okay, eto, judgment. Ayan. Huwag kang judgmental, no? Because judgment is a product of learned codes of conduct and the cognitive evaluation of each situation. Okay. Anyway, ang context natin dito ay doon sa codes of conduct na related sa profession po natin. Halimbawa dyan, yung ethical dilemma. Okay, a medical technologist refuses to falsify lab results even if pressured, showing moral judgment. Okay. I don't know, baka ma-experience nyo in the near future. But actually, sasabihin ko, just to point out, no, may tendency talaga matutokso kayo once you become professional, na dahil sa sobrang dami na ng tao, dahil sa sobrang bombarded ka na, dahil sa sobrang stressed ka na, at dahil sa sobrang pagod ka na, maisip mo na, sige, lagyan mo na to ng TNTC. I-menu mo to. Kasi usually, ang pinaka nakikita kong merong dyan, yung urinalysis na part eh. Okay? Yung urinalysis na part, comprehension tsaka judgment po yan. Okay? Kasi, ima-microscope mo. Tapos makikita mo dyan, may mucus thread ba yan? Wala namang mucus thread. So, baka mamaya, na lang yan, mga alikabok lang. Kasi, urinalysis is the very, 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 very happiest and nakaka-enjoy yan na subject, yung urinalysis. I'm telling you, sa mga estudyanteng tapos na ng UA, sa mga estudyanteng nag-UA ngayon, I'm telling you, pinakamasaya po yan na gawain sa lab. Kasi majority sa RHU naman more on UA yan. Physical, observe mo. Tapos next mag-chemical ka, chemical strip. Pagkatapos ng chemical strip, i-microscope mo. Pagkatapos i-correlate mo yung tatlong yan. Kasi dun sa HEMA, yun nga, isasak mo lang naman yung blood dun sa analyzer. Sa chemistry, meron din namang dyan, meron din naman na tayong mga semi-automated, tapos mga automated na gagawin. May konting analysis lang din. Siyempre, mag-focus ka lang sa quality control, tapos dun sa Levy-Jennings chart din. Yan. Pagkatapos, sa micro para, yan, sa TAI din. Ganun. Tapos, IS, usually, patak-patak, tapos, siyempre, hindi lang naman yung patak-patak, kailangan may analysis pa rin yun. I-correlate mo yun dun sa, sa resulta niya pa rin. Blood banking, crucial yan. Tapos, yung histopath, yun, gagawa ka lang ng tissue processing, yun, dapat clear lang naman may ipakita mo. Well, anyway, syempre, yung example ko, yun nga yung dun na pumapasok. Many ba to? Few? O TNTC? Okay. Ang tips ko na lang pag ganun, ano ang standard nung laboratory, hospital, or RHU na papasukan mo? Anyway, may mga naman dyan, may mga orientation naman tayo. Pag naging fresh grad kayo, professional kayo, pasok kayo ng RHU, lab man yan, o kaya hospital, meron naman tayong mga protocol na dapat i-present ni Chief Medtech tapos or Senior Medtech ninyo. Okay, basis. Okay? Tapos, syempre, yun ay guide. Yun ay rules. Yun ay standard, di ba? Pero, syempre, paano pagka yung approximate ang lumabas? Oh, ikaw ang mag-judge. Are you getting my point? Yan. So, a medical technologist refuses to falsify lab. Kasi may tendency na, sige na nga, ano ko na to, parang ganun. Kanina pa akong umaga dito, alas 6 ng umaga, tapos, pare-pareho lang din naman sila. Oh, may tendency na ganun. Totoo na pabilis mo yung gawain mo. Okay, ito ipo-point out ko na naman kayo sa isang experience at isang sitwasyon. Totoo na papabilis mo yung gawain mo, tama? Totoo na nakakapagpahinga ka, tama? Pero, lagi mong isipin, accurate pa ba yung ginagawa mo? Precise pa ba yung ginagawa mo? Kasi ang aim natin ng mga medtech, accurate and precise result. Tama po ba ako? Diba? Accurate and precise result. Ibig sabihin, dapat talagang andun pa rin yung goal natin, andun pa rin yung puso natin, na dapat pag nag-diagnose tayo, dapat pag nag-process tayo, yung mga methods natin, tama, tapos yung interpretation, yung correlation natin, and analysis natin, dapat tama po yan. Okay? Regardless kung matagal ka, matagalan ang pasyente, basta tama ang ibigay mong result. Kasi nga, meron tayong tinatawag na, yun nga, domino effect. Ang maling result, magli-lead sa maling diagnosis, maling gamot na ibibigay ng doktor, and then bahala na. So on and so forth. May mga, may mga domino effect na tinatawag. Next. Okay, next. Very, very obvious. Laging na-apply. At dapat laging i-apply, correct? Common sense. What is a common sense? Is a practical application of what the conscious mind dictates, whether the action is right or wrong. Okay? Common sense. Teka, ito yung ano ni sir ito yung pinaquiz ni sir saglit buksan ko yung yung notebook ko. Parang ganun ba? Diba? Next, values. The word values came from the Latin word valere, which means having worth or being worthy. Kaya pag may kakilala kayong Valerie, dapat si Valerie worthy. Okay? Next, public interest. Public interest. Public interest is when an action has been done, okay, and executed in congruency, okay, with the public. Halimbawa, vaccination programs, health campaigns, kailangan natin magpabakuna, alright? Anti-rabies, anti-COVID, anti-HEPA. Yon, yung mga example, okay, ng public interest. Dapat pinopromote, no, sa sambayan ng Pilipino. Okay. Ito na po yon, no? Ito na po yung activity na in-schedule natin. Ginawa ko na lang siyang scheduled at ginawa ko na lang siyang per meeting para naman every meeting, okay, and every day na nagmi-meet tayo, meron tayong happy hormones. Okay? Meron tayo laging, dapat masaya tayo. Kasi ang plano natin dyan, every after ng group presentation, i-continue natin yung discussion. Okay? So for 20 points, meet your group mates, plan and be creative. Prepare for a live action portrayal that shows the ethical components, ethical core, and professionalism. You may focus to one ethical component or can portray all. The story depends on the group. It is to be performed next meeting. Okay? November 18, Group 5. Group 5, kayo dapat ang magsiset ng standard. Kayo ang mauuna, so dapat kayo magsiset ng standard. Okay? So that's it for today. Thank you for listening.